All right, so chapter 6 and mindset was kind of about relationships and how your mindset can affect those. Going back to the fixed and growth mindset, the fixed mindset really just said that things have to be a certain way. If we argue, then we weren't really meant to be. If we don't meet in the most romantic and outgoing and movie or filmic way, then it wasn't meant to be. So that's just kind of what the fixed mindset thinks about that, and I don't personally like that, but that's how fixed mindset people think, and that's just really their thought process, as opposed to where the growth mindset people, they know that things are going to be a little rocky. They know that things are going to not always be the best, but at the end of the day, if they know if they love each other, those two people, and they feel in their heart of hearts that they're compatible, then they can make it work. Things don't have to be flowers and daffodils all the time. Things can be rough. And in life, things are gonna get rough. And the growth mindset just really wants to work through those things so that the relationship can be restored to the best way it can possibly be. So that's that. And the quote that I have here from the book is on page 155. And it says, the second big difficulty with the fixed mindset is the belief that problems are a sign of deep-seated flaws. But just as there are no great achievements without setbacks, there are no great relationships without conflicts and problems along the way. I really think that just kind of goes back to, what I said about the growth mindset, and how the fixed mindset really, thinks that things should be perfect. And, if we fight, then, oh, we really weren't meant to be together. And it's just, I feel like the fixed mindset is more of a dramatic approach to a relationship. People think that things have to be a certain way, and God has different plans at the end of the day. So we can't always just get stuck in that fixed mindset and think that just because we see things a certain way in a movie, or our friend's relationship is like that. Because I think that's really where this fixed mindset comes from. It gets fixed and it gets ingrained into us from outside factors, such as friends' relationships and movies and TV shows and things like that. That really gets this fixed mindset ingrained into our heads, when in all reality, you can't compare your progress to another person's, because they're different people. They have different struggles and different successes as opposed to you. So you just really have to run your own race and be the best you that you can be for your relationship. And so a few of the traits that I would want to see in a significant other, one would just be accountability. I think being accountable is huge. If you do something wrong, just own up, be accountable to it. Don't always point the finger at me if I'm not in the wrong. I'll own up to it if I'm wrong, and if you need to tell me I'm wrong, I would also appreciate that too. But I want someone that's going to be accountable for their actions and be able to own up to their mistakes. Another thing I want is somebody that's going to be honest with me. This goes from, kind of going back to what I just said a little bit, tell me when I'm wrong, be honest with me. If, I'm getting ready for an event and, I have some shoes that don't match the rest of my outfit, I want my significant other to be able to tell me that, so I don't go into public, looking crazy or anything like that. So I just want someone that's going to be honest and tell me how things are at all times. And I want somebody that's going to be empathetic. I want somebody that's going to be able to see things from my point of view, not always just from their perspective, because, seeing things from one perspective and seeing things from another perspective can really alter the way that you think about something. If you think that, perfect example of that would be a mom stealing fruit from a grocery store or something like that, it's wrong. Stealing is not wrong, and that's morally or ethically, wrong. But if you have an empathetic heart and you put yourself in that mom's shoes, hey, she's got 5 kids, she's been out of work for 2 months, she's just trying to provide food for her family, then you can kind of see, where her struggle comes from, and have a little bit of, empathy for her in that situation. So I just think that having empathy is huge. And, again, right is right and wrong is wrong, but being able to take an empathetic approach to a situation can really help the way that the situation turns out in the long run. Thank you.